Hey guys, Philip with Royal Range USA, and again we have Bob Allen, our Director of Training. Today we're continuing our series on tactical shooting, different drills and tips that you guys can use either at your local range or wherever you shoot. Today we're definitely upping the ante, and Bob, will you run us through what we're shooting today?
Yeah, if you notice, there's 3 targets behind us. The drill requires that you have 3 magazines loaded with 6 rounds apiece, and the drill is really named after a buddy of mine. He and I were shooting it at the old place I used to work, and we worked on a lot of drills, and we came up with this one, and so we nicknamed it the Barnes drill because my buddy's name is Don Barnes. It's a drill we shoot. We have a certain time limit on it, like our time that if we shoot it with no misses is at 7 yards, and the time limit's 14 seconds. So if you can do that and keep it with no misses and keep it under that time, you're doing really well. The drill goes like this, for instance, that you start off at 7 with a freestyle, which is 2-handed shooting. So when the buzzer goes, it's 2 shots on each target, 2 shots on each of these. You do an empty reload, then you come back and fire 2 more shots on each target, strong hand only. When that runs out, you'll drop the mag because the slide locked back, put a fresh mag in and transition it to your other hand, your support hand, and shoot 2 shots on each of those targets. And the goal being to keep them all in the center box if you shoot a USPSA target or in the circle of an IDPA target.
Now, what would be the time penalties if you were to not shoot in that A zone?
So like the A zone here or the A zone in the head counts 0 against your time. If you put one out here in the C zone, the way we do it, and most matches do, it's a half-second penalty. If it goes out here into the D zone, in either of these targets, it's a 1.5-second penalty. And remember, the goal is accuracy first, and speed will come along with that. So it's a great, fun drill to shoot. It's very humbling to shoot it strong and support-handed only at the end of that drill.
So certainly a difficult drill. What's cool about this is we're really incorporating some of the different skills we've learned previously with different reloads, even shooting one-handed, and it's certainly alarming when you shoot this drill. Not a lot of us practice shooting right-handed or support hand or whatever combination thereof, but definitely a challenging drill. And work us through some of those fine motor skills that we are kind of tuning here, and what is the difficulty in shooting a drill like this?
Okay, so one of the things we talk about when we shoot these drills is that it makes me progress faster if I have a timer. So when you watch people who've not shot this drill much, they'll shoot, I'm gonna clap and it's gonna be the gunfire. You'll see people go 2 shots, a pause, 2 shots, a pause, 2 shots. And what they're doing is they're lagging between the targets. So what we'd like to hear when we shoot this drill, especially freestyle, meaning I'm shooting it 2-handed, is that the 6 shots sound more like a constant flow. In other words, I keep a certain rhythm going along with those shots. So it should sound more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the pace that should happen there. So then, like in previous videos you've seen us do, we'll work on a good reload, and the next time it comes out, my support hand will be attached to my chest, my strong hand will be out, and my hand will be canted a little bit just because it makes me shoot better. And I'll be shooting that same thing back the other direction, trying to keep that cadence going. But as you notice in the video, each time we go from 2-handed to strong-handed to support-handed, the speed and cadence of our shots slow down, because each time it progressively gets harder and harder to do that. Obviously, when you shoot one-handed, it's more difficult. It takes more time to press the trigger and line the sights up than it does 2-handed. Like we know from confrontations that happen in the world, shooting one-handed is a big deal. And a lot of shootings on video that whether police or civilians get into them are one-handed. So it benefits you to know how to do this, either for self-defense or competition. So this is a combination of all the skills we've learned up to this point. It's shooting 2-handed freestyle on multiple targets, watching your sights on each shot. It's shooting strong hand only on the same drill, watching my sights on each shot and making those hits count. And the hardest thing we do is shooting support hand only and making all those hits count and keeping this under a reasonable time from that 7-yard distance like we told you a moment ago.
Absolutely, a great drill to keep your mind sharp and being focused on all of those movements. Another really important movements are the reloads. The reloads can really make or break a time. So definitely an awesome drill to run to test different skills. Let us know what you think about this 3-target drill. From Royal Range, I'm Philip. This is Bob. Thanks for watching.